Hello, this is an overview of Dyreex strings. I played several of them strings this past year, and this is my feedback about them. I'm starting with the Dyreex X Star. This one is most probably the most aggressively shaped string I've used. That is not twisted. I played it full bed with my Dyreex Nova. It has V-shaped edges inwards and outwards. It's a bit stiff, and if I was to play it again, I would play it in a hybrid setup with X-Star in the mains and a sleek round-shaped polyester in the crosses. I'm pretty sure it would work great for players who have a swing path like a windshield and use rackets like a pure arrow. And if you're someone who looks to curve the ball and play short angles or stay behind the baseline and uses topspin or slicing most of the time on the backhand side, this could be great. Full bed, I just found that for my flat hitting style, I had some little inconsistency in depth on flat hitting, but that's expected. Cube Flash 1.25 gauge I played with the Dyreex Nova in full bed at low 20s. Really comfortable string, quite sleek, square shaped, not super aggressively edged. It played very pleasantly in full bed, helped a lot develop some parts of my backhand slicing. Very safe net clearance, medium to high launch angle. Some inconsistency in flat hitting, of course, because it's aggressively shaped, but overall for topspin players, very solid option to start with. Next is the Cube Flash 1.20 gauge. I played this one with the Pro Kennex KI5 295 that has a very tight 16 by 20 string pattern. This one is a very low powered and control oriented racket. Cube Flash was very comfortable and gave me a very easy access to topspin and underspin on backhand slices. Very easy to defend and hit crosscourt with safe net clearance, and very few balls went at the net. This one I think should be used in tight string patterns because it's very thin. It offered a very good blend of some extra power that I really needed with this low powered racket. Very good direction control and access to topspin and underspin. First round 1.25 gauge, I played with Dyreex Nova at low 20s again. Most probably the easiest string to play with from the Dyreex line with Dyreex Nova. It performed very well in any category, maybe slightly except for access to underspin or topspin. I think this could be a benchmark string for Dyreex for someone who wants to try something from this brand. Doesn't demand any advanced technique to get anything out of it. Very comfortable, quite powerful. I could return fast balls very easily. Only drawback could be some lack of spin assistance, could be the racket, could be the thick gauge. 1.20 gauge could play even better, I think. If I was to play it again, I would string it up slightly higher just to reduce some of the power because the Nova is a quite powerful racket anyway. Next is Black Mist 1.30 gauge. It's polyamide material made. It's arguably the easiest to string, very elastic, very comfortable, very powerful. In full bed, the mains will not stay out of place like multi-filaments in full bed do for me. Black Mist is by far the most comfortable and powerful string I've played in full bed. If I was a coach wanting to feed balls or return balls from kids or beginners with ease, that's a string I would consider to have on my practice racket. I would definitely use this one in a hybrid with soft round polyester. Next is the Solaris Spin 1.25 gauge. This one is an hexagonal twisted but not heavily twisted string. I played it with the Dyreex Elevate that has a semi-open 60 by 20 string pattern. This one offered a very good blend of control through spin. This one played its best when I really exaggerated my topspin forehand movement and added as much pace and topspin as possible. But I could also hit some flat winners for the beat chord without any unpredictability. It had very good access to topspin and underspin on backhand slices, and really nice touch on slice serves. I really think that this one should be used in 98 square inch rackets like my Dyreex Elevate or something like Knee Zone. Of course, I saved the best for last. I'm talking about Super Tour 1.25 gauge. Thanks, Paul, for that. This one is right now top 2 in my all-time favorite strings. I played it with the Dyreex Elevate 60 by 20. Very immediate response, great directional control, great amount of power without being overpowered or low powered, so I could really play offense and defense. Very good access to spin when I needed it, on the run, on the forehand to hit cross court. Underspin was excellent for round shaped, slick surface, comfortable for the arm, no notching, great durability. Overall, I don't see many strings out there at this price that can beat this string. Top performance string. I really suggest this to be used by advanced intermediates, even very advanced club players. Great string, and especially on tight string patterns, I think it's very hard to beat this one at this price tag and the performance it delivers, the comfort it delivers, and the overall playability. And I can go as far as to say that this one is my favorite string for tight string patterns, and I will certainly get a reel of it to have for the rest of my life. So to summarize, we have some aggressively shaped strings like X-Star, Cube Max and Cube Flash. In stiffness terms, we have X-Star here and Cube Max on the other end, and Cube Flash somewhere in between those two, maybe a bit closer to Cube Max. These three options are for people who want maximum ball bite on the ball. If you want something that has some of these attributes but can also hit the flat ball quite well, I suggest Solaris Spin. Super Tour Soft is an excellent option as a cross string because it's very slick, or full bed, as I said, as a transition from fluting filaments into the polyester world. Pro Player is quite demanding for me right now, but it's for sure a tour string.